Hello, thank you for coming on your Sunday. I'm sure you have other things to do that you wanted to do, so we make it very brief. So before we're waiting, we'll tell you a bit of our company. We've been around for 15 years, and we have done work extensively overseas and in Malaysia. And we have been in a lot of the magazine covers, starting from Glam Deco, Tatler Asia, Tatler Taiwan. So we will not talk much about our previous work, but you can look up us in our Instagram, Identity 3. I think I can't even pronounce my own company. Identity-3, something like that. So anyway, we have come up with 4 proposals for you to consider. And what you will see, there are 3 design types. And they are named, they have the various name. The design types can be applicable to all your units. And then we have several offers for today that for today we have an offer that will be 10% than the market price. So please check it out later. Our room is up there for more detailed consultant. Okay, this is one of the type that we're presenting as an idea, which is classic modern. Then next is a bit of our company. We are well known for elegance, timeless appeal, very simple, modern, sometimes depends on the client. But what we always aim for is to gear towards your own identity. So our design, if you look at our Instagram or profile, is very different for each of our clients, because to us, your home is your home. It doesn't belong to us. We don't have any taste. That's how we treat it. But what we are able to do is make your home beautiful and very convenient and practical to live in. Okay, so this is one of the house that we completed last year, I think, last year. It appeared in Taiwan, the cover of Tatler Taiwan. That one I was a bit surprised and honored though. So this is one of the houses that we are very proud of because we did it in extremely low budget. But what we do is we spread out the cost so that it covers a bit of everything, so it looks whole. So that's what we are good at. So it was like a 2005 renovation upgraded to 5,000 square feet. We did it in 2 million. So it's a renovation gut job. So that's why we are proud of, because we achieved something that was, but we can only achieve it if the client listen to us lah. So that one very important. Okay, the next one, I'll go back. The next one that we did, this one appeared in a few magazines and we won award. So we have tried, this one we did it from grounds up. So it's residential in TTDI towards Sungai Penchala. So we did it during COVID. So if you know COVID, you can't do construction, but because it's a stand-alone house, we did it senyap-senyap. That's how we did it. So we finished, and then this house owner was so lucky. Sebab masa COVID, you know how the price really went down because people need. So we managed to buy designer stuff at like 50% discount. So they were so lucky. We did this house. This is a 8,000 house for, I think tak sampai 4 something million. So that was quite an achievement lah. Okay, so just to give you a variety. And then we're going to go through the proposal. So what we're going to propose today are 4 design options: modern Zen, cool aesthetic, postmodernism, and modern classic. So when we start with modern Zen and cool aesthetic, they're very simple. Then we start going a bit more elaborate. Postmodernism is something that is in right now in Europe and US, whereby it's very over the top a bit, but we thought we show you so that you can see how it can apply to your units. Modern classic is very well loved by a lot of our clients. So, but what we did is, because it's an apartment, I should say condo, right? So, it's a bit more modern than typical modern classic. So, enjoy our video. It's a compilation of the 4 styles. Of each style is already presented dekat bawah. So this is what I said, but over the top a bit, but let's have fun, isn't it? We can try as much as we can. So those who have artistic taste and want very something funky, why not? So this is the modern classic that we talk about. It's still very modern, but it has a hint of classic. So what we aim to give you is actually a bungalow in the sky, giving you the whatever you see is our design is very spacious. That is a priority to us. We do not want to give something that is going to be look very claustrophobic. Okay. Type A is what we call modern Zen. So we are going to present you two options whereby, okay, what we're going to show you is two different approach whereby one is exactly as what you see at your room. But what we did is actually to cover your corridor a bit to extend this one out. Okay, so at least some of you who doesn't want to look at, when people come, you don't want to see people coming out from the room, so you have this kind of privacy. So the rest we maintain as it is. We have some work on the liner and such. But the rest we keep it as it is. Okay, next. So the second approach is whereby we make everything openable, because as though you have a galley kitchen. Okay, so the rest are the same. So as you can see here, this is the door to the kitchen, to the wet kitchen. Everything in the wet kitchen is maintained, but what we wanted to create is actually a design that is more cohesive. So the color scheme is keep very light, very modern, very clean, and then outdoor you can do anything you want. Like the liner is actually very good because you can have an extra space that somehow it works. Now we do not encourage you to actually take out the door due to because you need the sound and sun. It does act as a barrier lah. Okay, so anyway, this is what we've done to the type A is we extended your current ceiling is until here. We extended out to cover this cabinet that now comes out. So what it achieved to cover your aircon. You see next. So anyway, this is the other option whereby we open up your kitchen. Okay, the color scheme we introduce a different color to jack out the look lah, nampak a bit more exclusive, and we introduce a lot of curvatures because that's right. A lot of people love curves. So as you can see, the ceiling is slightly curved here, and then even our cabinets are a bit curved. So the curve, the good thing about the curve, it makes your circulation very friendly. You can walk and not bump as much. However, I just have to caution you, it looks good, but it doesn't give you a lot of storage. But it does look good. So sometimes you have to be pretty, you know. Okay, so this is the gallery kitchen whereby everything is opened up, but you have an option if you want to. You can do invisible doors that you can close it out when you're cooking. So again, this is just a pantry cabinet because there's not much space, so we have to make everything work. So some of the cabinet is nipis, as you can see. That's good for your slim stuff. Then the rest in the kitchen is a bigger cabinet, and with the fridge being hidden. So that is more on a practical aspect. So here is more about slim storage where you can have your deco, you can have your books and those and as such lah. Okay. Now furnitures are kept very simple. You have an option, a little option where we put dining table. For this option, we put an island, so you can vision what you want to have. So kitchen, you can have a sink here. You can also have a kitchen, two sink condition, or you can move the sink to be here. It's fine. It's either way. Okay, next. So this is the view towards this is what I wanted to show you before. This is the aircon grill that we took it out. Ke depan sikit lah, ya. Okay. So it does look a bit more exclusive. Okay. Next. This is the master bedroom. Again, we keep it very simple because it's very important for the space to look very visually larger than it is. So you can see we have do a curve here, curve here. Kita sekarang tengah suka curve kan, semua benda nak curve. So I don't know lah, psychotic sikit lah sometimes. Okay, so that's what we have showing here. Okay, when we show you the price later, what you see is everything. This is included. So jangan takut tengok our pricing. We are not that crazy, but it may look a bit more, but it is actually worth your price. Okay, next. Okay, this is the master wardrobe. Again, the finishing that we propose is quite light, but you can change anything. The finishing is, so because this room has its own area, so we suggest you do an openable wardrobe. Okay, you don't need doors here. Unless you know yourself, you rasa you're messy sikit, then you have to tutup lah. But the reason we do not encourage doors when you have a room is because of ventilation, humidifying. You know how it can very, very, how do you say? The words doesn't come right now, but it's very heavy smell lah, kan? So all those, that's why we encourage that. And a lot of things we saw the recent design is going towards drawers. Drawers allows you to have more accessibility, that you can reach out to the end of your cabinet. Okay, bawah ni you can put shoes or anything else lah. Okay, next. So this is where the pretty comes again. Again, the curved cabinet, not practical, but it looks so good. So up to you guys how you want to do this, but this is what we're offering. Okay, next. This is a kids' room. We assume for type A that if you want to have a fun space for your children, I assume if you have a below 5, you can have something like a raised up floor, whereby the storage is dekat all this tangga and all those things. We assume lah right now. So this is included in the package when you come and see us again later. Again, the craziness with the curve, ignore if you don't like it. Then this is the guest room. Everything is all included in our package. Yeah? Okay, next. The material right now we're using a lot of laminates, but your island can be quartz or not marble. That's not in the package, but that can be added on. We do not recommend marble for kitchen. It's beautiful, yes, but it's not. It is, I think everybody knows lah. It's like very not easy to maintain. It is not friendly to wine. It's not friendly to milk. So we do recommend you use quartz or porcelain tiles, the big one, yeah? Because now the big porcelain tiles is so beautiful. So I want to show you type B for you to have an idea the design that we can do. Okay, this design we call cool aesthetics. So I'm not going to go into it, but I want just to show you the design. Okay, this is another design whereby the door is also hidden. Our style is actually we don't want to show the kitchen door as much as we can. Because if you have so many doors, it looks very stunted. So for you to look and to have a visually appealing, most of the time we try to hide your door as much as we can. So for the type B, it's a bit more slicker, more cleaner. But it's also in the same range as the first proposal. Next. So this is a look whereby the island is a bit more, more peninsular rather than an island, but that will be your choice later. Next. So this is another view towards the knee, whereby the lanai, what we create a lanai. Actually, the lanai you can do so many things. It can be yoga, Pilates, your pet. You want to put your animals there. You want to put your garden there. It's also anything. Personally, I would put a garden because everything is so. You need trees to make it nicer, feel more landed lah. Okay. So even you see our light fitting is extremely light. So we went crazy again. We did the curvature. So I think don't call me the curve lady lah, but and that is the in thing right now, and I love it. Okay. So everything we kept as much as we can to make it user friendly. So even walaupun it looks nice, you are assured that practical to be used. Okay. So macam in your balcony, we don't recommend curtain. It's better for you to use blind. If you can use motorized, even better. And then the curtain should be in your living area. Either you do solid or semi-solid. That one is up to you. 2 layer, single layer. That one is up to you. Okay. Just another view of the liner. If you want to have a coffee corner. Next, a same one. We have, in one our design, we show it as a Pilates area because you know how everybody is also gila tengah Pilates kan. So you can have it wall mounted, even any gym area you can do that too. So this is another design for type B, whereby if you have a collection of items, you can make it as part of your display. Because our aim is to efficientkan all your spaces. So at least you have something that you can store. Okay? So, I think that's all for now. Come and see us upstairs. For today, we have some nice packages that you can consider. Other than that, just come and see us. Thank you very much, guys.
Without further ado, let me introduce myself. I'm Isaac. I'm from Milk Design. So basically, we in this industry already more than 8 years. Okay, what we do basically, we are specializing in private residential. Basically, what we do from design to renovation to material development, furniture selection, and then until the liaise with the management or the authorities, we do it all. So basically, we arrange everything from A to Z. So what we are offering right now, we are offering a very detailed, very bespoke, tailor-made design to our client. Depends on their preference, their lifestyle, their habits, or even they have any feng shui requirement, we can integrate inside to generate a unique design for them. Sorry. So basically, we do tailor-made to custom for each of our clients. So basically, we don't have any, how do we say that, any framework or any specific type we specializing in. So for the, specifically for Bond Kiara, later on what I'm going to show you, right, I will choosing for Bond, for inspired, how do we reimagine or develop for the Bond interior. Just a little bit background, this is what we do previously. So each of our projects, right, we like to name them. Each of our projects, we have their own stories. So for this particular project, right, it's actually named Avant-Garde Royale. So each project have their own stories, have their own name, have their own characteristics. So when you go inside, you can feel some soul inside. So it's not like a very cold, hard brick interior, okay? This is another project we done, Classical Marriage. This is a two semi-D projects merged together, become a one big bungalow. So if you guys interested to browse through our portfolio, I can go through our social media platform, our website or IG to have a look about it. So this is another project we done for another client, 3 stories villa. We name it The Way of Curve. This is another project we done for a bungalow at Cyberjaya. So basically what we do the most is more on the private residential, and we make more attention to detail, bespoke to the client's needs. Okay? This is what we done recently. We just hand over this project last month. So what I'm showing here right now, right, I'm sure you guys are the future potential big bungalows owner. That's why I'm showing this right now here. What we are trying to tell you guys, right, actually we can build everything from scratch. So if let's say in the future you have a land want to build, you can look for us, okay? This is the finished project. This house actually is 20,000 square feet of land, consists of built out of 15,000 square feet, okay? Let's come back to Bond Kiara Type A. So because I don't have a specific framework or specific philosophy or requirement for clients, like I said previously, because this is what we do basically tailor-made. So I take inspiration from the Bond word and the Bond logo. So the Bond word, right, giving me a philosophy is like, we come with the 3 principles. The first principle we need to match back with the design is, we need to balance with the nature. Secondly, we need to match back with the stillness. Stillness means that calm and quiet in terms of serenity and tranquility, meaning that inner peace and outer environment quiet. And third principle we need to match is with harmony. And then we need to match back with all the curve element here to generate a design out with a bit of feng shui element. This is why I come up for the Type A design. Okay. From the layout here, right, as you guys can see, right, you will see there's a curved partition here. We're showing here so that if let's say in Chinese belief, right, for feng shui, when we go in here, right, the wealth chi, right, will retain, won't directly go out. So in realistic sense, right, when your guests or family come in, right, you won't see like one glance to see the whole house. This is what I'm trying to show in here. What you see here, right, basically we are trying to match back the philosophy just now I'm mentioning, which is balance with nature, stillness, and harmony, which is what we are trying to tell you guys, right? When we go into the house, we want you to let go everything, to have a peace and quiet mental state, and then you feel very calm, very safe, you feel peace of mind. So to me, right, peace of mind is a very luxury for now these days, because we need a lot of attention to a lot of things. And then people nowadays are very attention to their own devices. So we want to bring back them to come to real life. We want to bring back them a more tactile, more real feeling as a human being, okay? This is why I'm trying to tell a story about this design. So when we come into the entrance here, you will see actually my shoe cabinet, right, we purposely to build it in below the eye level. Because for us, right, for the feng shui belief, right, the cabinet cannot be over than the eye level. That's why I build it in such way, so easier to get the shoes and then to match back the feng shui element, okay? But bear in mind, the design here might not be matching what you guys need. So maybe you have your own preference, your own needs. This is just a framework I come up for the Bond Kiara based on the inspiration, okay? So when I come in here, you will see a foyer partition here, just as I was mentioning, to block the whole view here, so to give a sense of mystery, and then won't see the whole glance of the whole entire house. And then in the feng shui terms, right, the qi will retain for the whole house. And then if you guys notice, right, actually the sofa, right, for the developer setting is over here. I changed it over here. So the main reason why when we come into the house here, so let's imagine when we go into the house, and then you see the sofa over here, and then your guests will sit like this, you know? Not very proper. If let's say we sit over here, you saw someone coming in, and then behind got the wall, right, you feel safe. So that's the story behind the interior, in the feng shui element and in terms of philosophy. So that's why we come up with the solution of the foyer here and then the sofa over here. So what I'm trying to tell you guys, right, actually every design comes with a reason, and then we don't design just purposely for aesthetic-wise. We come up with a solution to solve everyone's needs and requirement. Like previously, right, all our projects, we have their own name. This project, we name it Serene Urban Poetry. So why we name it in such a way? Because we want all our clients to feel that when you come inside, you feel peace, you feel calm, you feel more relaxed, more safe, okay? We want you guys to let go whatever happened outside, come inside, you want them to have peace. We take inspiration from the Bond logo, so you can see, right, there's a lot of curved element here in terms of the sofa, the coffee table, the ceiling. You can see a lot of the curved element here. So to match back the whole principle and the balance with the whole design. So you'll see the curved ceiling here and the curved ceiling here. So the partition, right, actually is linked to the TV console. If you guys seen the detail. This is another angle. As you can see, we retain back the curved element here. And then if you guys notice, right, the floor tiles and the aircon, right, we didn't do anything much because we want to retain pretty much what developer given to you guys. Because I believe, right, what developer given is really a good quality products, and we want to reduce the wastage. So this is what we are trying to achieve here. Why am I showing all this kind of furniture, right? Actually, later on, you will see my proposal for this one. We will including all those loose furniture and achieve with affordable per square feet price. All this furniture are actually a designer furniture. It's not those normal furniture. Another view for the dry kitchen with the furniture. So we retain the curved element over here. So this is the master bedroom. As you can see, right, we just make a slight minor adjustment, which is we change the sliding door into the hidden door. Why we do such a way? Because firstly, we need to think about in terms of the size, in terms of the usability. My idea, right, is actually to make this one in the whole big wardrobe, in the sense of walk-in wardrobe and a wardrobe. So the design I'm trying to show you here, right, is without the door, because we don't want to have too much door over here. That's why we do an open concept over here, but retain a big hidden door over here. So as in you go into the very big wardrobe inside your house, okay? Imagine if let's say you open the door already and they open another door, so the space will be much more cramped. The idea behind this is like this. So every design comes with the solution and comes with a reason why we do that. This is the loose furniture we proposing. This is another bedroom design, much more simpler with the loose furniture setting. This is the price we are proposing for the particular projects, particular design we're showing in. So this one, we can achieve 200 ringgit per square feet with the loose furniture just now. Without loose furniture, we can achieve 160 per square feet without loose furniture. So what we are including, everything you've seen, except the provider are providing here, like the water filter, the electrical appliances, the curtain, and the mattress. But the bed frame are including. So everything you see here is including, what you saw just now in 3D, everything is included. So that's all for my presentation. I'll pass back the mic to Angeline.
Makeover, guys, what we're trying to do, our main vision is to make better homes, okay? This is our slogan, company vision. And we've been in the industry for about 10 years. This year is our 11th year in the market. Okay, we've done more than 7,000 units all over Klang Valley. And to date, our team size is about almost 240 plus people already. So we have set up in 4 different cities, KL, JB, Kuching, and Kota Kinabalu now. And this is our group of companies, right? We've grown from starting off just with makeover guys doing renovation. We've grown to include property management, do commercial projects, have our own designer line, designer furniture line, right? So we've grown to become quite big over the years. And this is our HQ in KL, right? Which is actually designed in-house by our people, right? Our CCO, actually Chief Creative Officer, has designed it, and it's also executed by our team. And we are very, very proud to say that we have actually made it in Design Awards, right, for our office design. And you guys are all welcome to come and take a visit. We can all get you some coffee. We actually have Rara Cafe. They have 3 branches, and one of the branches is inside our office as well. So let's get started to the actual thing, right, over here. We have here the architecture of your daily rituals. What does that mean? Right? It sounds a little bit complex. When I first saw it, I was like, what does this mean? Architecture of your daily rituals, right? So what are my daily rituals? For some people, you wake up early in the morning, maybe they go jogging, right? Other people, that's their daily rituals. I wake up in the morning and then I go to my safe space and maybe I do some meditation, right? So, okay. So I do my meditation. Other people, less healthy, maybe early morning, first thing you do is, where's my vape? Then, no battery. Then I want to charge, there's no charger nearby. So what is this now? My design is not following my daily ritual. Okay? For me personally, I wake up early in the morning, I have to walk 30 feet. Why I have to walk 30 feet? Because my toilet is designed all the way at the back of the house. Okay, so my daily ritual is designed around the architecture that I didn't design, right? So, but you guys are about to have a brand new house, right? And you want to design it in a way that suits your daily ritual. Okay, so this is what we mean by when we want to design the house, we want to sit down with you, see what is important to you, and design it around that. So let's make this a little bit more interactive. I have a QR code here, and if you scan, you pay me money. No, I'm kidding. This is, if you scan this, you all just scan. We have a little survey for you guys to do, just to make it a bit interactive, if you guys don't mind. Just help to participate so I don't feel so lonely. So what do we have here? This is a little horse racing to see what lifestyle is the most important to you, right? And clearly over here now, we see most people like coffee, music. Music, coffee, Netflix, home bar, art, pets. Nobody here likes kids. No. Nothing here for children, is it? All right. So let's see. Music still on top. Any more? Are we coming up? More Netflix. All right. A lot of movie buffs here. Okay, so what's the purpose of me doing this? It's not to see who wins. All right. The purpose of this is just to prove a point that everyone is slightly different. Everyone has other things that is important to you. And if I present something that focuses a lot on one aspect, then it may not be relevant for everyone today, right? So maybe let me just share a little bit more about Makeover Guys. When we started off 10 years ago, those of you who have heard of us, I think we used to do a lot of rental projects, easy projects. We were one of the first in the market to come up with themes, theme catalogs, right? Before that, it's always design and build. So those days, we have some simple method to just choose a theme, and then we execute according to that. Then after, we help to rent it out, right? Then over the years, we have a lot of clients who come in and say, hey, I want to stay in the house. Can you guys also do it for me? So that's the simple one, right? Then after that, we move to somewhere around here, where people say, hey, I want to use your theme catalog and I want to stay. But now 10 years later, right, we've actually explored a lot of different kind of designs, and we are actually moving towards more complex types of designs, right? Which is why I think it's more relevant we try to be more relevant for all kinds of people, those who want simple design setup to rent out, don't want to think too much, and those who want to have a say in what kind of design they want, then we are also able to attend to this. So how do we go about doing this? Usually when you want to meet our team, we will run through a bit of space planning and see what is important to you in your home, how we want to design it. I talk to you a bit about your lifestyle solutions, or more like gather your lifestyle requirements and then provide certain solutions for you. All right. After that, we will let you choose a design style that you like. If you want some of our pre-designed designs, right, then we can go for one of those. Or if you want something brand new, starting from scratch, we also can do that, right? Where we call it a bespoke segment, and it's considered under more complex designs. All right, so let's show you some of what we have done. So this is some of the units. You can see a bit of, this is considered a bit more complex. I think this design is designed from the ground up. It involves quite a bit of, let's say, like curvature as well in the plaster ceilings, just like how a lot of the good ideas over here also are showing previously, and I'm sure later on you'll see a lot of curved designs. So you can see this is tailor-made for people who, they need to spend a lot of time getting dressed up. And this is actually another bespoke design that was designed from the ground up. They discussed with the client what they like, and they actually came up with this, and this, ironically, is actually for rental, and it was rented out pretty highly also. This is another example of the architecture of your daily ritual, right? So the owners of this house said that, hey, I want my family, my kids, all to come and hang around in the living area, right? Rather than come back from school, go back to the room and do homework, right? Then I don't get to see them. So we designed the house in such a way that we have this little platform here that the kids like so much, and they like to spend time in the living room, and therefore, as the parents, right, they get to keep an eye on the kids, make sure they do the homework properly, right? All in front of them over here. And so this is just some other pictures and other designs that we have done. Yeah, you can notice a lot of curvature over here and even this slanting. Yeah, so just a bit more of our portfolio. This is actually a new unit we just did in Maple Residence, and quite often it's like a Japanese style where you want the roofing where you get the daily sunlight, but this is a condo, so how? So we just do something like this with some lighting inside, so you still get the same type of effect, right? Like a Japanese house. And this is also another house that was done by my team as well, designed from the ground up, designed around the person, right? So this person, I think, was pretty big built, and actually when he came and sit in our office also, he can't really fit in some of our chairs, so we designed it specially for him, and even custom made the chairs so that his dining chairs is big enough for him to sit. Okay, yeah, and so in recent times, we've also recently this year, been in Design Anthology and Tatler House, right? Okay, and like I said, we also last time used to do units for rental. Okay, those used to be simple designs, but nowadays, as we go into high-end condos, high-end rental units, we realize that the potential tenant. Anyone here bought this house for rental in Bon Cara? You guys? Okay, good. Congratulations. It's very rare you get big size units in anywhere in KL in general, right? Most developers nowadays build small units. And when you're dealing about big size units in Mon Cara, for example, you're dealing with, comparing to maybe, say, Trinity Pentamont, Altitude, Olivia, and now going to be Bon Cara, you can see the rental rates easily close eye, also 9,000 to 12,000. Big size unit. When your tenant is paying this amount of money, they're expecting something nicer as well, right, to meet their expectations. And your target tenant is most likely going to be an expat, because I don't know which local going to pay 10,000 rental. I might as well buy the house. Right, but most likely an expatriate family, kids in MKIS or in Garden International. So you want to design the house so that it meets their lifestyle requirements and matches the price they are paying as well. And if some of you guys know, anyone here knows who is this guy? Sean Tan? Yeah. So he's also part of our group of companies, and I think if you guys know him, you know that he always do his makeover with us, right? And yeah, this is his unit that is actually quite nicely renovated and rented out, right? Quite fast and for a very good rental rate. But all his properties also good rental rate lah. Yeah, so this is some of our recent higher end rental units that we have done. So if it's for rental, come and talk to us about it. We can advise you a bit, and if it's for own stay, we also can do. Let's talk a bit about design possibilities in your house. So let's talk about this layout. I think it's a very nice layout with a lot of good ideas. I won't be talking about all the ideas we have. You can come and talk to us later about that, but I'll share a little bit, right? And so firstly, we talk about this space, lanai, right? It's so rare to have a nice big lanai in KL condos. So rare to the fact that a lot of people don't even know what's lanai. You only know balcony, right? And the balcony is for what? It's either I smoke or I just hang clothes, right? Most of the time. Okay, but what we want to share is there's a lot more possibilities that you can do if you have the creativity for it. Okay, so let's look at this. In this design, I think not many of you know, but we all did some site visit for Bon Kiara itself, and there's actually water inlet over there and outlet where you can be so creative. Yeah, even if you wanted to do like a bar here, or a little coffee corner, you can, right? Other things that you can do. Also, one thing also, because the space from here to here is a little bit small for the type A, so if you want to have a sofa here and the dining, we actually integrate. All right, another wild idea, we're just throwing out wild idea, is to throw the whole dining space over here or have a secondary dining space here. But how to do that? Your space here is not that big, right? So meaning to say the dining got to come out a little bit. So you probably got to redo some flooring, remove the, what do you call that? Window, the sliding door, right? And probably you need to level the plaster ceiling as well, right? So that your ceiling height remains the same so it doesn't look so awkward there. Other ideas, Bon Kiara is pet friendly, right? Which is great. So you can make sure your pets also enjoy your whole house, which they will be enjoying the whole house, right? Because you cannot limit them to one space. If you, let's say, these are just throwing some ideas, you want to play your mini golf, kids, dedicated kids area. But whoever has kids, I think you guys know that there's no such thing as a dedicated kids play area, right? Because you can say, kids, you play here, but actually they'll play all over the whole house, and the toys also is all over the whole house, right? So in reality, if I have any design advice for people with kids, is to buy a box so that you can throw all the toys inside. And okay, fine, that's my normal advice. My design advice is buy a rattan box. Why? So that you can put the rattan box inside a little compartment here and it still all looks very nice. Okay, so just some other pictures of your living. Yeah, here, perfect like this, exactly. Rattan box, right, where you can easily store all the things. Champak everything inside so you don't step on the Lego. Somehow, yeah, a bit more on the lanai. This one is, assuming you don't want to take out all the sliding door, which is also a good idea. I mean, it helps with heat insulation and sound insulation. Okay, yeah, so just a few more on the lanai. Another interesting part about type A is that this space here, you can actually do a little partition here or a hidden door here, and then create this whole space into your master room. Okay, I'm just sharing a bit of ideas. Then what will you do with that space at the back? Maybe you want to make it into a passion room, a secret room. You want to hide certain things over there, no one knows. Earlier, our friend Isaac here shared a very good idea of having a hidden door over here, right? So people come inside and then they think this is the space. But padahal I open here, suddenly got a secret room in there, right? And what is inside my secret room? You can put whatever you want, But for us, in this example, we put some tennis, sports equipment, because, I believe a lot of people here play tennis, right? Yes? No? Okay, if not, then pickleball, Alright. Or you can sit down here and listen to your nice music. Vinyl nowadays is a big thing. People pay money just to sit down for half an hour to listen to vinyl and drink coffee. And then after that, you can make this spot here into your walk-in wardrobe, which is very big. And you can do something like this, or you can do a more budget version also, it's fine. Right? So this is just to give you more space in case you guys have a lot of clothes. Right? Alternatively, if let's say you say, hey, I cannot, Brian, I got children need to stay here, so my only space, the wardrobe here, can also, I think a lot of you also can do like this since you already have that. Right? This is an actual unit that we have done somewhere else, but I mean, you have a little sliding window, you can sliding mirror, and then you slide it in, and then after that you get the sunlight coming in. So back to our architecture of daily rituals. Is it still as confusing as the first time you heard this word? Okay, I want to show a bit about your daily rituals. Everyone got slightly different. So if you're the kind of person that likes to host friends, I would suggest, make sure you have sufficient place to sit down. Bon Kiara layout is pretty big, but what I really like is actually this sofa, which we are selling, hint, hint. But actually other people are also selling, right? Nowadays you have this movable backrest. What you can do, you move the backrest just to move it to the middle. Suddenly you can sit twice as many people, right? Over here, that side also, and I can host all my friends and have a great Christmas party or whatever party you want to have. Somehow what? Display, some people want to display my medals, I want to display my alcohol, I want to display my labubu, or display whatever it is. Right, you can talk to our consultants and prepare a nice multi-purpose storage, to show off your things. If you're into cooking, you want to focus on maybe baking, then you can talk to the designer and say, oh, because baking, I think the pots, are a little bit bigger. From what I hear, I don't know, I don't bake. Right? And yeah, also, you can talk a little bit more with the designers. Maybe you integrate some lighting here, inside to make it look better. This is a unit that was recently completed, and I put this here because it's kind of similar to your Type A. If you all see your layout, right, there's this sliding door over here which can be removed, and then you can do this L, and then your sliding door can be on the inside of the wet kitchen part, right? But yeah, just showing some ideas. If you're into coffee, right, you want to have a little coffee station. Yeah, my sister-in-law loves coffee, right? She has a little coffee station with 3 or 4 different types of coffee machines. So this is just another idea. Where is this? If you want to know where in your Type A house this is, later you come and talk to our consultants, okay? And then Netflix. Earlier we saw Netflix was one of the highest, right? So if you're into sound system, we are actually a brand ambassador for Sonos sound system, right? Which full surround sound, which you can integrate into your home. And nowadays, I think it is also kind of the trend not to show your TV. I wanted a secret, but not to show your TV, right? In fact, even Samsung, where is Samsung? Samsung also got this TV that can become into a picture frame. I'm sure you all know about it. They also have it for display up there. So it's kind of in trend. So we also can design it in such a way where, you can close it off, right? So that you don't show the TV. And then for those of you who grew up with your mother telling you don't watch so much TV, right? Then when you invite your parents over, you can show them, I am very studious. I have a lot of books I'm always reading. Padahal actually all my information I know is from Instagram Reels only. Okay, so for those like to meditate, in the morning, you can have a little kink in here to just sit down and spend time with some sunlight. Yeah, those of you who love your pets, you can integrate your carpentry to include some fun stuff for the cat to jump around and poke the head out of here and see the cute face, right? Or they can hide there when guests come. And those of you who, miss the days of cyber cafe, then you can do a little gaming room here with your friends, hey, tanker, all right? Never mind. So next, anyway, what I'm saying is you guys can design the house according to what you guys want, right? And what you miss, whatever you need, right? So we've got simple solutions, we've got complex solutions, we've got everything in the middle. Okay, we do space planning for you. Okay, I repeated this earlier, right? And if you plan to rent it out, we actually have rental solutions as well. Okay, so if it's for rental, what we'll do, we'll profile your property, let you know who's your tenant going to be staying here. Then we have certain design ideas, and we actually have a team, Cozy Homes, under our group of companies that will help you rent it out. And after that, we actually do property management and even keep your investment safe with our insurance coverage together with Zurich. Right? So Zurich actually provides all risk coverage, fire, theft, and even malicious damage, meaning to say if your tenant damages the whole house and disappears, who's going to pay for it? Not makeover guys, it's going to be Zurich. Zurich is going to pay for it. Right? So yeah, you can actually include that in your coverage. Yeah, so this is a bit about Cozy Homes. They are a one-stop property and tenant management service. Okay, they do maintenance and all of that. Especially if you are an investor with multiple properties. I think anyone here got more than 2-3 properties? No? Okay, but if you do have, you will know the pain of dealing with 3 different tenants. It's a headache. Right? Suddenly this guy don't want to pay, this fellow complain water, you're not working, a lot of things for me to do, so that's why basically this is suitable. We go through with you on your lifestyle, priorities, space planning, look and feel, build and function, and then we furnish it. For more details, come and visit us later. Right?
Good morning, everyone. So special thanks to Bond to having this event that brings us together. Also, warm thank you thank you for coming, spending your early morning time to let us share our video, the ideas to all of you. Okay, so just want to give a short introduction for my company. So my name is Xin Yi. I'm from JCS Design Project, Sendian Berhad. So this is our JCS design logo. And we are the design and build company over 18 years of experience. So we specialize in customized design, which means that we do design based on each of our client needs, lifestyles. So your characters, all your like requirements that putting the design, so we all can do. So we focus on functionality and aesthetic balance. Plus, we handle the project from like concept to the completion of the entire process. So especially for those like first home buyers, so we'll guide you through the whole design process, like from the starting, how to do it, like deliberate your concept into the ideas. So we do the quotations, to guide you like select the materials and all that until the completion. So you see a complete home. Before that, we'll show a video just to show you what our company does. So this is just a short video for our JSCS. Okay, so this is our office in Sri Petaling. So this is our chill room. So sometimes we bring our clients to meeting here, our director room. So a corner for like kids. Sometimes we bring your kids to our office. Yeah, this is our office, our team. We'll do all these very complicated drawings, like from the 3D into the details drawing. So we're having like discussion. We do the quotations. So we also have our own factory to build all the cabinets. Okay, so this is just a quick process to let you see how we finish the homes, like very beautiful homes. In this is one of the Bangsa project and estate. Okay, so this is my JCS founder, my boss. So he's sitting there. So okay, so just give him a big applause. Yeah, so he led the company with very passions and in details, like very attention to details. So that's why we follow him to like bring our concept and design to our client as well. So next, I think we start our design proposal. So this is a 360-degree view for your Type A unit. So you can actually truly experience the whole ambience inside your Type A. So just imagine you start moving a home, you building your life here. So as first you see this foyer design. Okay, so you see this foyer design. We introduce the arch cabinet feature. Plus some of the the vintage mirror in the foyer. So when you go in and out, you see yourself before you go out. Then pair some of the warm lighting and the texture that we introduce, some of the lining here. Even we focus on the handle selections. So we can pair the handle selections into your style. So this style is called what we call the mid-century modern styles. In Mandarin, called 中古风. Yeah. Okay. So this idea that we raise up the space here is like just for some of the casual slippers. So this is quite important because sometimes when you build the shoe cabinet until the floor, you don't have a space to slot in. So it will be messy if, let's say, a lot of like friends come to your homes. So this is one of the ideas that we think that is important to raise a space for you to put the slippers before you go in. So moving further in, the space opens up into this cozy dining area. So you will see 4 round seated tables here with some of the iconic furniture. So this is one of the attraction of like the mid-century modern style. You can put a lot of like different kinds of furniture, unique furniture into the space. It still look very beautiful. So that is a cabinet here. We extend a little bit of sufficient storage for like maybe for you to put the keys and like expensive shoes inside the foyer area here. So at the back here is the dry kitchen. So this dry kitchen, we're using the veneer in the paneling and some of the tiles, like this kind of like special tiles. It give you a little bit of retro styles at the same time. So some of the shallow dome ceilings. Okay, so the overall space is like this is for your daily interactions, especially for like breakfast and preparation counter, even very casual or dinner like that. So this is a space I think it's good enough and practical, sufficient for like a young two people staying here. Because why we have this round table, because we actually, okay, maybe Lynn, you can turn the other way around. We can see from the living area. Okay, so maybe the other angles. Okay, so move on to this living area. We'll actually see these workstations in a living space. Why we put this workstation is that it reflects nowadays a lot of like young couple. They are working from home, especially you got your own business, you like working from home. So this is an idea that you can work while your wife like watching TV, then you're sitting at the back here doing things. So you still can have the relationship and the connections to spend your time together. So I think this is quite interesting that now it reflects the lifestyles. It sits in a more comfortable way. Okay. So there's also a paneling. There's also a paneling in front of the workstation. So it blocks the walkway before we see the whole space to the living area. So this is the workstation that we say behind the TV area. Okay, so behind the workstation, actually, yeah, there's a low cabinet, console cabinet for some of the storage of your books. Even like maybe you like to traveling around the world, collect your unique stuff, you can just decor display here. So this is mainly you can build your own mid-century modern home. This is for yours. The space look more like personal and curated to each of you. Like even hang your favorite artwork at the front, in the middle of the space. It don't look very weird out of the space, we can say. So extending from the living, yeah, there is a lanai. Okay, so this lanai is a perfect corner for you to just slowing down, chit-chat, resting here, drinking a coffee in the late afternoon, because this is the space where most of the natural sunlight comes in from the house. So it's very, very comfortable to sitting, resting here. We actually remove the existing sliding glass door. So the whole space widen, get bigger, spacious, and it looks more connected because there's already an enclosed window here. So we just take up, yeah. So some of the cabinet connect with the panel, the ceiling, so you can just feel the space, yeah. So let's move on to the master bedroom. Okay, so we have this master bedroom, a very beautiful, very calm, very cozy master bedroom with this focal point, which is the fabric wallpaper. So this is one of the focus point for your room. So we make use of some of the lighting. Not really have to be a direct lighting because this is for rest. So we use like the wall lamp, throw some of the LED lighting underneath the console tables, even some of the hidden lighting. So this ambience is enough just for a bedroom to rest, is cozy enough. So this is another design approach for us to bring out our design. So even this hidden paneling, we integrated into our bedhead design. So this hidden paneling lead us into the master wardrobe. Yeah, you can see from this angle. So when it integrates into the bedhead design, it looks more complete and widened. Yeah, this is the wardrobe area. So this room is sufficient, like for a long stretch of like wardrobe, some of the display compartment, and even we put the dressing counter in front of the window. Like this is just for like sufficient sunlight for you to make up. Okay. Then even we'll implement the ripple glass instead of like clear glass to like direct seeing through the space, because sometimes your clothes and things might be messy. So this is one of the ideas that we can see the light throwing from the cabinet, but it look neat and clean. Okay, so overall you can see the design is like a lot of like detailing on our cabinets, and some of the handles put into the design. We put the efforts that we were focusing on those little tiny details. Yeah, you see all this paneling, even some of the shelving, we do some design like that. Yeah. So next we move on to the guest room. Yeah, this guest room is like a hotel design guest room. So what we see in this design is that it's more like hotel with an open wardrobe compartment. So we use some of the like a very contrast wallpaper in this design, so the space don't feel cramped when you have a closed door cabinet, a very traditional workstations in the middle of the bedroom. So the space won't look nice, I can say, because this is just kept for your like guest room. So it's very comfortable and sufficient, and it can create a flexibility. So like in the future you want to convert into other things, then I think it's good enough. So we just keep it a very simple bedhead design for this guest room. So it still look good for a small room like that. Okay, so finally we have our hobby room. Okay, so we included one of the hobby rooms. So this adapt to your lifestyle, like you like music, you like relaxation, like doing yoga, playing guitar. In this room is good enough. So it's a like a private area for your own time, I can say. So it doesn't really do a lot of built-in paneling. It just have this side, the hidden paneling. There's one hidden paneling into your toilet. So we also close it. Up. Yeah. So in the future, when you have baby, you can convert it into a baby room. So there's another flexibility. Okay. So for type A, I think we finished the space, so you can feel and can imagine your style. Okay, let's say you not really like that kind of like 中古风, the mid-century modern style. We actually do the modern classic design, which is more in a brighter tone. So we open a 360-degree view for you just to get some of the ideas lah. Like, yeah. This is another option that we can do, the modern design, the modern classic. This is more like the modern classic lah. Some people might like classic, a little bit of like detailing on their house. Okay, it's very fast that you move in this space for you to see lah, like this modern classic with some of the detailing on the panels, some like contrast lining, focus pin on the ceiling design. Like, okay, very simple fluted panel paired with the marbles. Our dining corner, yeah. So some of the bronze mirror, some plaster artwork, decor. It depends on what kind of furniture, what kind of things that you choose to make this space stands out. Like all this is very simple in a white palette, neutral stone with some of the tint of like the luxury items for you. Okay, so when you place a velvet furniture, it looks more luxury. Okay. Yeah, this is a kind of view. So this unit is for the Type B buyers. This is one of our proposal for the buyers. So we extend the space as well. Okay. So we can move on to like the bedroom, one of our bedroom, master bedroom design. Okay, so this is the our master bedroom design. Okay, so like we place the veneer in a 45 degrees slanting angle with some of the bronze mirror lining. We got a slide that's showing that we'll do the 4 design. Type A, we do the mid-century modern styles. So Type B, we do a modern classic for our client. Then Type C is quite a calm and interesting zen. I think quite a lot of people like this kind of feel. Very relaxed, calm ambience for a house. It's for Type C. Last is old money aesthetic. We call it 老钱风. Yeah, it's a very like quiet, elegant, infused with some of the Europe kind of elements into the space. Some of the like businessmen or even the young people will also like this kind of styles. Yeah, so we can do a lot. So if you feel interested, because our booth in level 1, the legacy, so you press the lift, go up, is our booth. You can get to know more about what we can do. You can actually got a lot of like simplicity. I know now young people like simple that what we can do. But in this event, we were trying to show our effort to put in the details. That's why we got all these like very stunning design in our proposal. Okay, so this is JCS showroom. Okay, so we are very excited to announce that we have a showroom in Block B Type D in this property. Okay, so just follow us, then you can get to know, you can go and experience our quality, the workmanship, and even you feel all the things that we do in the showroom firsthand. You can feel and experience yourself. So it's very excited to announce. Okay, so part of delivering a complete home, we also focus on the home experience, especially like smart home integration. Like we work closely with Morgan, one of the high-end smart home supplier. Like fittings, all this furniture shop, I believe you all know. Ambience Living, Abidex, all this, Ashley. Okay, and even curtains and some of the appliances like technical things, even Fisher and Paykel. Okay, so from here we work closely with them because they're one of our partners. So we promise our client that we can provide a better price, because whoever under JCS client, we can provide a better price, better service, and the exclusive product access to all our clients. Okay, so this is what we can promise. Okay, there's one more video, Morgan, that showing I just want to bring out the ambience that we're trying to achieve and striving for, because